This is part 2. I have no idea what's going on. I'm your host. This is the Letters. Badlands. Dos. What was it like growing up in Upland?
Painful. It's smoggy as can be. I don't know if it's better or worse now. I have no idea, but it was horrific when I was there. Yeah. Summers, you'd skate as kids. We would skate the park from like 10 a.m. until the close, and your lungs would burn.
Like, were you freaked out by the combi the first?
I was like, what in the world is this square pool vert wall on that north wall? I was like, who built this thing? You know what I mean? Like, it's like bowed out, like over vert to vert.
I do remember looking at it and just thinking, dude, this thing's gnarly, dude. Right?
Yeah.
Dude, tight trannies, huge vert. The coping was huge.
Who were some of the people that you skated with there that really impressed you?
Well, obviously, when I first went there, it was Dwayne and Salva right there,
To his cultish, youthful followers, Dwayne Peters is known as the master of disaster.
And then it was Chris Miller, because we were the same age, same size, amateur, and to just watch him skate that pool was pretty much probably the most amazing thing, watching him do those backside airs through the corner at high speed. I would really watch Steve and Mickey skate all the time because I knew that was their home park. I would watch those guys skate, and it would just amaze me how they would just connect things and it would look smooth and hit all the hips. And then obviously Caballero, when I'd watch him skate that pool, he was so small and he was just doing those Caballeros. I remember when he just launched it out right then at that park. Even Lester Kasai. My first pro contest was at Upland. And I got my model from Sims, and I went to Upland, and I'm gonna go enter Upland with my new model. And Lester was riding my board.
Yeah.
And we both entered pro, and he got second. I think I got fourth, and he was riding my board.
When we ask anybody the names of people who ripped there, your name's on a short list. It hit my list, it hit Salva's list, it's hitting everybody's list. You spent a lot of time at the Pipeline.
I did spend a lot of time at the Pipeline.
Is that kind of where you, after Skate City closed down and stuff, is you just kind of adopted that as your home spot?
Yeah, I think so. And also I dated a girl out there.
Isn't that always the story with you? We need memories. We need
memories.
Memories of good stuff.
All right, good stuff. First of all, I meant it when I said it was painful.
It's a travesty, oh yeah, and here's Chris, and they just show the one backside air slam, and then...
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all you got, and for all your years of suffering at the Pipeline, that's what you're known for there.
I hurt myself so many times there. I think back, oh yeah, it's so rad. It was awesome getting hurt every other week. Super rad. I've gotten probably 5 concussions in that thing. I broke my nose. I've chipped my teeth multiple times, split my chin open at least a couple times. One time I was trying to learn tail taps in the square, and I slid out onto the deck, and then I just did a head slide on top of my Protec, but there was a dark blue mark on the wall for months after that from my dark blue full tech. You know what would be amazing, even though he's not a Badlander? David Z at the Combi.
And David Z.
Yeah, see, so that's another thing we need. We need guys that you thought ripped there.
How about the doubles photo of Salva and Dunlap with all the snowy mountains in the background? Please show that in this somehow.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, because that's what we're doing. They had super hot chicks working behind the counter, and as yeah, can I do a 2-hour session, please? You know, and she'd be all with her titty hanging out, all 70s style, right?
Yeah, a lot of girls at the Pipeline working.
And then you had to go
chicks.
And then you had to go contend with fucking Mickey in his ball-high TNC shorts. You know, being all uber cool with his Varney sunglasses on. Like, they'd skate down the hill, and like, you'd be sitting there at the pro shop or at the snack bar trying to get a pizza grinder, and Mickey'd come skating down the hill and do a 4-wheel power slide at you, and you know, back then wheels were softer, so you know, and then like barely miss your ankles, and then you'd drop your pizza grinder that you just paid $2 for, and now you got to pick fucking, you know, skateboard knee pad plastic out of your pizza grinder. And that was kind of the Pipeline. Like, that's what you just dealt, you know. They weren't afraid to spit on kids. That was back when you could spit on one another and nobody blinked an eye.